The average age of retirement in the US is 64. However, the FIRE movement is becoming more increasingly popular. Hi, it's Tracy, and in this video we're talking about financial independence retire early, or FIRE, because who doesn't want to retire decades earlier? And why does 64 need to be the official retirement age? Why not 50 or even 40? It is possible and people are achieving it. So today I'm going to explain what it is, how to achieve it, and some hacks to get there a little bit faster. And maybe why it might not also work for you. Subscribe to help the algorithm in supporting a new channel, and let's start. The FIRE movement is all about saving money a lot earlier in your life so you can have the chance to choose if you want to retire early. People in the FIRE movement save a big chunk of their income, invest it wisely, and then live a potentially frugal life. They aim to become financially independent and not rely on a job to cover their expenses. It's like a financial strategy to have more freedom and options in life. So of course, I like it. And I think it really forces us to start questioning those societal norms which says we can't retire until a certain age. I don't want to wait until I'm older, like 65, to retire. I want to live my life now while I have good health. So enter the FIRE movement. Now this idea of FIRE is super exciting to me as it's the step-by-step process to achieve early retirement. I'm debt-free and I'm likely not going to own a home because I live in Vancouver and house it at $2 million, and I think that's just not financially achievable. I think a lot about my financial goals, and being able to retire early is one of them. Now there's a couple core basic details to understand FIRE. First, you have the financially independent, the FI. So this focuses on building enough savings and investments to cover your living expenses without needing to work for income. The goal here is really to achieve a level of financial freedom where you could choose whether or not to work based on personal preferences rather than financial necessity. Now RE, which is the retire early part of FIRE, doesn't necessarily mean stopping all work. Instead, it's about the option to retire early if desired, pursue maybe some passion projects, or engage in part-time work, or just simply having more freedom in how you spend your time. So, how is this done? The simple answer is you're going to need a good chunk of money, enough that's going to support you through the rest of your life, which is going to be longer than a traditional retirement. If you want to achieve FIRE, you're going to have to focus on a couple things. Aggressive saving and investing. People in the FIRE movement typically advocate for saving a high percentage of your income, so anything 50% or more. So this might require a frugal lifestyle or more careful budgeting to minimize your expenses and maximize your savings. Additionally, you need to invest these savings into things like index funds or real estate because this is a crucial step in building your wealth over time. Many people in FIRE kind of embrace this minimalism as their core principle. They prioritize spending on things that truly bring them value and happiness, and they cut back on any unnecessary spending and consumerism. I love value-based budgets, and I talk about it often in my videos, and this is what it relates to. Passive income streams. Achieving financial independence also often includes creating multiple streams of passive income. This can include things like your rental income from real estate investments, dividends from stocks, or interest from bonds, or even income from online businesses. Basically, the more income streams you have, the better, as some might fluctuate and not be consistent over month to month. Now, determining retirement calculations is critical in determining your number on when you can actually retire. So this gets a little mathy here. The 4% rule in FIRE movement is used as the guideline to determine how much money you can safely withdraw from your retirement savings each year without running out of money. There's a lot of great calculators that you can use to figure everything out, but here's a simple explanation of how it works. Let's say you have a retirement portfolio, maybe a mix of stocks and bonds. So that 4% rule is suggesting that in your first year of retirement, you can withdraw 4% of your total portfolio value. For example, if you have $1 million saved up, you can withdraw $40,000 in the first year of retirement. After the first year, you have to adjust your initial withdrawal rate for inflation. The idea behind the 4% rule is really a strategy that your money should last at least 30 years of retirement, but that's really assuming you have a diversified portfolio and a balanced investment approach. It's also important to note that this 4% rule is not a guideline and it's not a guarantee. You can have market fluctuations, changes in interest rates, and other factors that are going to impact how long your retirement savings will actually last you. So it's a good idea to always reassess your financial plan regularly and adjust it as needed based on your individual circumstances. So the FIRE movement can be very empowering and very effective for many, but it actually is not suitable for everyone. Your income level. Not everybody earns a high enough income to save a significant portion for early retirement. Lower income individuals might find it very challenging just to meet the basic needs or living paycheck to paycheck, let alone saving for retirement. Expenses and lifestyle. So this FIRE movement often requires more of a frugal lifestyle and careful budgeting, and some people are just not willing to make the necessary sacrifices in terms of their spending habits or their lifestyle choices. Career aspirations. Careers or industries just don't really align very well with FIRE. For example, some professionals require extensive schooling, like doctors, and this will lead to a delayed entry into the workforce, higher student loans, and then the later start to their retirement savings. Or if you have family responsibilities, such as caring for children or aging parents, this is going to impact your ability to save aggressively for early retirement. There's also healthcare costs. Healthcare expenses can be very expensive, especially in the US. Without employee-provided health insurances that are provided by your job, you might face higher premiums or out-of-pocket costs, which might affect your financial independence plans. The success of the 4% rule and investment strategies in the FIRE movement kind of relies on that constant market performance. But the market can fluctuate and it can impact investment returns and potentially shorten the lifespan of retirement savings. And the big one, longevity risk. With early retirement comes the risk of outliving one's savings, especially considering the increased life expectancy. So managing longevity risk really requires careful planning and other additional finance resources. And don't forget about unseen circumstances. Life is unpredictable, and unexpected events like job loss, medical emergencies, or natural disasters can really derail financial plans, including those that are focused on early retirement. Overall, I think FIRE might be the new way, or at least a hybrid version of it. Will I achieve it? I'm not sure yet because I'm close to 40 and I have kids that I provide for as well. But regardless, it's a great goal to strive for. So what about you guys? What are the top things that you like to do in retirement? Mine is definitely going to include the beach. Thanks for watching. I hope you got some value. Much thanks. Much love, Tracy.